welcome to Young Turks, India's longest running show on startups and entrepreneurship. I'm Shireen Bhan. Here's what we have lined up for you on the show today. We talk to Amazon India MD Amit Agarwal about the massive $3 billion additional investment plan for India. We find out from billionaire serial entrepreneur Alexander Mars how he's disrupting philanthropy with technology. And we bring you the story of homegrown sauce maker Weber. Before we get to Amit Agarwal of Amazon, we're going to take just a minute to shout out to three of our young techs, EasyTap, Blippar and Bloom Energy. They've made it to the CNBC global list of 50 most disruptive startups. EasyTap is a third on the list after Uber and Airbnb, and Blippar comes in at number 9. Take a look.
We went after the world's top 107 brands and said, here's an idea where you put your phone on top of your products, your outdoor ad, your TV ad, and you can give people additional content.
Bloom Energy systems they actually produce electricity using what's called a fuel cell. And the fuel cell works very much in the same way that we breathe. We take oxygen in and we get hydrocarbons from food and we convert that into energy without burning anything, thankfully. Very simply, we're creating electricity as cleanly and as efficiently as possible.
Well, congratulations to EasyTap, Blippar and Bloom. And remember, we brought you their stories first on Young Turks. Let's now move to the big news story of the week. Jeff Bezos announcing that the e-commerce giant is set to invest another $3 billion into India, taking the total allocation to this market to $5 billion. Now, CNBC TV 18's Adit Charlie caught up with the India Managing Director Amit Agarwal. He says growth in the Indian market has surpassed all internal milestones for Amazon, and the focus going forward will be to bring global innovations to India while continuing to build localization like that Tatkal service. Here's an excerpt from that conversation.
An additional commitment of $3 billion from the global headquarters for Amazon India. Looks like India is indeed the jewel in Amazon's crown globally.
Yes, we did announce an additional investment of $3 billion. This is in addition to the $2 billion that was announced in 2014, raising our total investment in India to $5 billion. We've always talked about how India is a very key geography for Amazon. It's a key growth geography for us, and how we are committed to invest aggressively with a very long-term outlook to transform the way how India buys and sells. We just finished our 3-year of operations in the country on June 6th. And over the last 3 years, we are extremely excited by the growth and momentum we have seen. In fact, it was best said by Jeff himself in his recent quote that Amazon.in has surpassed all ambitious planned milestones. And we're very excited to see the tremendous growth and momentum and the opportunity ahead.
How are the proceeds going to be used? Basically, what is the investment going to entail?
Well, we don't share our future plans, but it's going to be used to enhance the consumer and seller experience in much the same way as we've been focused over the last 3 years.
What about acquisitions? Amazon has made a recent acquisition, that of a payment gateway, Mvantage. Would you be looking at more inorganic growth opportunities as well?
We have been very excited by how our organic strategy has been working out. Our approach in India has been the same as our global approach, which is invest in the 3 things that matter most to customers. We believe customers care about selection, specifically in stock selection, low prices, and fast and reliable delivery. And these 3 needs are stable over time. What I mean by that is you won't find 10 years later customers are going to say, I need less selection and more expensive prices, and please deliver it to me slow. So when you know that these things are so stable over time and those things matter to customers so much, you can invest all your energy behind these 3 things.
Some of the initiatives at Amazon India have also been exported to other markets, right? Like Amazon Pickup, Amazon Tatkal. India in many ways is also an archetype of what you get in many developing markets. So is the team here also working at other initiatives? And if you could give us a sense of which all geographies these India-specific, India-tailored initiatives have been used at?
Yes, so I think, as I said, our approach is very simple. We focus on the three things that matter to customers, and we work backwards from the customer needs. In many occasions, we have to simply borrow the inventions that we've done over the last 20 years to fulfill their needs. In some cases, customers have unique needs, such as sellers in India. We had to invest in awareness and enablement services. So you talked about Amazon Tatkal, for example, a service that it's a van where sellers can get with a studio on the wheels, where sellers can get launched on the platform in 60 minutes. And something like that is important in India. Even Easy Ship, where we had to build an ability for us to pick up items from a seller's location and inject in the last mile network. So these are examples of innovations that we have built in India first, and just the way we borrowed innovations from elsewhere, other geographies borrow innovations that happen in India, and this would continue.
So you have increased your watch list at a time when competition is in a little bit of mess. So want to understand what is it that Amazon is seeing differently in India vis-a-vis competition?
Last year, when I look at 2015, we grew 250%, significantly faster than the entire landscape. Just in Q4 of last year, we sold more in Q4 than the entire year. And when we look at Q1 of this year, we continue to grow at 150%, despite having a very large base from last year. So we continue to see very robust and strong growth. When we look at just the traffic to our offering, if you look at Comscore reports, we are the most visited e-commerce website. If you look at SimilarWeb, we are the most visited e-commerce mobile website. If you look at App Annie, we are the most downloaded shopping app. And I think this is probably a signal that customers feel that our shopping experience is far superior.
In terms of the back-end capacity itself, would you be looking at more warehouses going forward?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is very, very early in the life scale of e-commerce in India and Amazon in the whole landscape. Given the momentum that we are seeing, that's obviously one of the areas we'll continue to invest. Our focus is on building the best shopping experience for customers, and we'll continue to do that.
Last mile logistics has always been a challenge at Amazon. Are you looking at stuff like offline centers, for instance?
Again, an India first innovation. It was called Amazon Pickup Points. Internally, a project was called I Have Space, that allows any small mom and pop store, even a nursery or a daycare center, to register themselves as a pickup point for customers. And not only do that, many of them actually do deliveries on their behalf. We have this network now in more than 50 cities with thousands of pickup points, and we're very excited by the adoption.
Every single rupee you will give will go directly to the organizations you are selecting. So it's a pure model. We take 0%, no cut, no commission.